nag-vlog yung mga tropa natin, i-review daw natin yung mga motor nila. Hopefully, nandito na rin sila maya-maya. So, mauna lang ako to test things out. Alright, so this is the Rusi Classic 250. Nakakapanibago kasi syempre sanay tayo dun sa hatak ng 400 natin. But then again, masarap pa siya pang araw-araw? I'd say yes. Tingnan natin. Ito bago nga pulong nito, kaya siguro dumulas pa tayo kanina.
Welcome back. Last time we looked at the Classic 250. Today we turned our attention to its polar opposite, the Rusi RFI 175. This is Rusi's foray into the modern maxi scoot segment, trying to deliver advanced technology and sharp aesthetics at an attractive price point at 97,000 Philippine pesos. It's priced marginally higher than the 250 standard, which tells you a lot about the technology packed inside. The Rusi RFI 175 features a 175cc engine designed to meet strict Euro 4 emission standards. Unlike many entry-level bikes, this model uses electronic fuel injection managed by a sophisticated Delphi MT-05 or MT-05.2 engine control unit or ECU. This is advanced technology for its price segment. It puts out 8 kilowatts of power, which is, about 11 horsepower. The scooter features modern design elements, including a combination of analog and digital instrument panel and a dry weight of 130 kilograms. It has a contemporary footprint measuring 1955mm in length and 740mm in width. Now, I also want to address the high volatility index, the price of electronic failure. Here is the critical caution. The RFI 175 has a high volatility risk profile. While the technology is advanced, the long-term reliability is highly unpredictable, often depending on the luck of the draw of the specific unit. Owner's reports reveal a systemic pattern of electronic and sensor failures that materialize quickly after purchase. The CO2 sensor has been known to break within the very first week, and the keyless ignition button can malfunction after just 3 months. The most concerning issue is the risk of catastrophic engine wear. Premature sensor failure compromises the EFI system, leading to poor fuel economy, with some users reporting gas mileage dipping as low as 25 kilometers per liter, far below the reported maximum of 43 kilometers per liter for functional units. This chronic poor running condition has reportedly led to the necessity of replacing major engine components, such as the cylinder, piston, and valves, at an extremely low mileage of just 15,000 kilometers. These issues are so common that Rusi mechanics themselves are reportedly experiencing them. Now, lastly, the build issues. Even aesthetic components suffer, with the paint noted as thin and prone to blistering when exposed to the rain and heat cycles. Now, this is the part where I show you guys my riding impressions of this motorcycle. Now, disclaimer, I used to own one of these, but only for a few months, okay? But then again, I managed to borrow one of my friends' Rusi RFI 175, which is, I believe, one of the latest versions. Okay, so here is the clip and enjoy.
Mahal na mahal yung isa't isa. Pagkadikit. Alright. So this is the Rusi RFI 175. Ito yung bago-bagong version eh. Now, this one, relatively new. Kasi, last year pa siya kinuha, pero hindi siya naitakbo maayos. Kasi nga, yung may-ari, kumuha muna ng motor bago nagkalisensya. Okay? So, hindi niya na ilalabas-labas. And then, nung nag-aaral pa lang siyang mag-isa, nung hindi pa siya nagda-driving school sa Honda, na-aksidente siya, nasira niya yung damage yung crank, basta everything. Naayos naman niya. So, 174 kilometers pa lang ang tinatakbo. Napa-change oil na to kasi sabi ko mag-change oil na siya dahil 1 year na yung oil niya na stock na hindi niya pa pinapalitan. But now, it feels better. It sounds good. Basta dalawa yung ano niya, may tachometer siya. Tachometers yung RPM, and then meron siyang speed sa kanan, may miles per hour din siya dun sa maliit. And then meron pa siyang digital sa gitna. Okay? magsawa ka sa information, may oras, fuel gauge, battery gauge. So ayan, this is nice. This is the new version. Makikita nyo kanina. Rather siguro I'll show on the screen yung pinagkaiba ng bagong version, yung susi ng bagong version na to dun sa dati. Yung dati kasi wala talagang physical na susi, tapos nagkakaproblema sa sa remote and everything. So yung Rusi ngayon, gumawa sila ng contingency na may susi pa rin siya. So mabubuksan mo na siya kahit bigla kang malobat. So immediately, ibang iba yung ride nito compared of course dun sa Classic 250 na ginamit natin. Immediately, this is comfortable. Yung upuan, of course, this is fresh. Bago to bagong motor to This is a fresh na upuan, fresh yung takbo, lahat okay siya. So yung upo mo dito is either pang long ride ganyan or yung nakaganyan ka. Both are good. Pero you cannot expect to be magbabanking kasi parang hindi pa nga nabibrake in yung goma na ito So of course 175 kilometers So again, this is combi brake. Papakita ni Editor Julius yung definition ng combi brake ng Rusi dyan sa sa screen. Yung pull is great immediately. This doesn't feel na parang kulang sa hatak. I'm a very heavy guy. I'm 120 plus kilograms. Ang hirap lang magtiwala sa banking sa goma. The thing about China motorcycles or China bikes are yung kailangan yun talaga yung una nyo kailangan palitan, yung goma, I believe. Because I would feel parang nadudulas siya Yun yung problema ko. Hindi ko mapagkatiwalaan yung goma niya. This is properly pressured kasi ako yung huling nagpahangin nito So sabi niya, nire-retain lang daw niya yung pressure nung sinabi ko sa kanya before. So that's good. Nailayo naman na to, nagtakitay na yung may-ari nito, sinamahan namin siya. So yung upuan, very plump, solid siya, I must say, or rather, I'd say na comfortable, ayan. Di solid, pag solid, masakit sa pet yun. Okay? So, medyo napupuntutan ko to mahirap. Ano tayo dito? So ayan, so hatak wise, okay siya. Meron siya, pag nanghingi ka sa kanya, ibibigay niya. Alam ko ang bola nito is mabigat. It's parang 15s ata yung bola nito, 15s. Not entirely sure anymore. Yung ganito ko kasi dati, I believe it was version 215s ang bola nun. If I'm not mistaken, you could correct me if I'm wrong. So kapag mas mabigat yung bola mo, mahina ang arangkada mo, pero malakas ang dulo mo. That's what I understand. Our editor Julius will show na lang din kung ano yung sinasabi kong bola or its actual technical term. Alam ko ball bearing ang tawag nila, but I'm not sure. Okay? So sa takbo, very smooth. Kasi nga, this is a maxi scoot. Maxi scoot kasi wala talaga siyang technically gulay. Meron siyang hamba dyan sa gitna. Wala siyang gulay board rather. Hindi gulay na gulay lang. Yung gulay board niya, may hamba sa gitna. So that's what makes it a maxi scoot, in my opinion. Or, parang yan, Aerox maxi na rin yan. Now, yung presyo nito is very competitive. Nasa 92, 94. Pakikita rin ni Editor Julius yung actual price. This motorcycle, I used to own one of these then. I used it for maybe 4 months, 5 months. Kinailangan ko lang siyang isalya at the time. Sinoli ko siya sa kasa. Sinurrender ko talaga siya because I had nagkaroon ako ng financial difficulty at the time. Parang may mga na-hospital and I have to rearrange my finances or redirect my finances to of course the hospital bills and everything. So nagpaalam ako sa Rusi, sabi ko okay lang po ba, susoli ko na lang, di na makikipaghabulan and everything. Kasi of course pangit naman makipaghabulan pa, di ba? So sabi nila, sige sir, no problem, kunin namin, and then kung gusto mo kumuha ulit, no problem, kuha ka ulit, sabihin mo lang sa amin, kasi good record dahil sinuli ko I mean, hindi kasi ako nakipaghabulan. Kapag di nyo na kaya, soli nyo na lang. Okay? So okay naman. Wala naman ako masasabing hindi siya kulang. Siguro yung gas consumption lang niya I would gather first information kasi itong may-ari nito hindi niya pa natatansya ng maayos yung gas consumption dahil hindi niya pa nga masyado, as you could see, hindi niya pa masyado nagagamit. So of course, yung as far as I remember back then, yung isang linggo ko, isang full tank, okay na yun. I can't remember the prices back then eh. Pero I'll try, okay? Medyo may karumihan lang din as per usual ng mga tropa ko. Maano yan eh. Masisipag maglinis yung mga loko na yun. Maano siguro sa akin. So may package siya dito. Sa kabila wala. I would say that this motorcycle is more than enough to become your daily motorcycle. Now, Rusi, sasabihin nila, sir, ano yan? Sirain yan and everything. There would be minor hiccups. Pag magcha-China bike ka kasi, you have to expect din that it's not completely like 100% na everything would work every time. Yun ang ano ng China bikes. But when it does, it's great. So katulad nito, sabi nung may-ari, medyo hindi raw kumakagat agad yung ano niya, yung starter niya, yung electric starter niya. And may kickstart pala to guys ha, I'll show you later. So yung electric starter niya, hindi siya agad lumalabas, or rather kumakagat agad. So pinaayos niya and then it's okay. So as you can see, tingnan na rin natin yung mga buttons and everything. So this is low light, so low light and then yung headlight. So kapag pinindot mo siya, yung ganyan, ano yan, pass, magpa-passing light yan. Ayun o, yung parang flash lang. Then yung left right niya, of course, pag pinindot mo yung gitna, babalik siya sa neutral position niya. Yung horn, ito yung hazard. Now, not all motorcycles right now have hazard signals. I don't know why. May ata yun, may security or rather issue ata ang LTO sa mga ganun. I'm not really sure to why ang motorcycles wala by default mga hazard, but this one has. Tapos ito yung kill switch niya, pag inano mo yan, mamamatay yung engine. Matagtag siya. Pero it's not that bad. Siguro talagang sa pangit lang ng kalsada. Again, the suspension is all right. It's nothing fancy, nothing to write home about. Hindi siya ganun ka, ano mo yan, finely tuned. Hindi siya ganun kalambot. Pero it's hard. It's stiff enough para makapag-corner ka pa rin with a little bit of speed. You know, medyo agile din tong motor na to. This isn't one of those motorcycles na hindi mo mababangking. Kaya mo to. So katulad ito, nanghingi tayo piga. Okay, hingi tayo piga. Ayan. Pero may something sa throttle niya, parang hindi agad siya bumabalik. I'm not sure kung ano yun. Not sure kung ano yung pinaka-issue. Siguro nasa stock nga lang yung throttle niya kasi nga hindi nga ito nagagamit masyado. So, I'm not gonna do speed test. Hindi naman tayo karerista. Yung mga tamang takbo lang tayo. Pero it's pulling nicely, ha? It's pulling nicely. Right, so di pa tayo dito. I will add more comments sa post, but that would be the ride. Yung ride impressions. Marami pa akong details siguro na maaalala while editing, or rather while writing the script. O i-voice over ko na lang and everything. Okay? But ngayon, ikot tayo dito. Gawan natin siya ng walk around ng footage. Okay? So, dun tayo sa... Ay, may tao. May tao na. Hindi kasi may aanis. Okay, hanap na lang tayo ng ibang give me a minute, boys. Daming tao ngayon dito. Ba't ngayon ko pa naisipan kasing gawin to? Dito na tayo. Ayan, may kill switch din yung ano niya. Ayan, okay. So, as you can see, ayan, it's the Rusi RFI. It's nice. Alright. The Rusi RFI 175. Ayan. Okay, the Rusi RFI 175. Pogi, ano? This is yung gray color way niya. Ayan pa rin yung ano niya, pirma. It's nice. Euro 4. Medyo madumi, but no problem. Ginagamit kasi, or rather, pag natatambak, hindi na nalilinis. Ayan yan. So, air-cooled, 175cc. Pero sa papel daw, 200 Fi. Okay, so again, ito yung ano niya. Yung hazard, kill switch, electric start, and then ito yung kanyang mga modes. So, yung fuel niya, mabilis na ng buksan. Yung seat. Seat is nice. Uy! Ay! Nakikita. Ang display speed niya, 175 naman eh. Niloloko ko na may-ari na ito eh. So, yun yung papeles niya. Chinek ko. So, may spring na siya doon. Very spacious. Di ka siya full face dyan. I think half face pwede, pero depende. Okay, yung grabber niya, solid. 2% na lang yung battery ko. Okay, but we'll try to do this. Then, yan. So, this is, pag pinindot mo, fast light, this is headlight. Yan, yung signal. Pag pinindot mo sa gitna, narin na ganyan ka. Ha? Si signal yan. Pag pinindot mo, balik sa gitna. Yung horn. So, again, ayan. Bulsa niya. Okay? We'll show you, I'll talk about it more sa post. Palobat na kasi ako. But this is a nice motorcycle. Okay? Alright.
There you go. I hope you guys enjoy that. Now, the RFI 175 is a cautionary tale of prioritizing complex technology without adequate quality control on the supporting components. While some owners report years of trouble-free service, the high frequency of early, critical sensor and engine failures introduces unpredictable and high-cost volatility into the ownership experience. If you rely on your scooter for daily, uninterrupted transport, the electronic risks associated with the RFI 175 are significant, making this advanced model a considerable financial gamble. Now, thank you for joining us for this two-part series on the Rusi motorcycles. Sadly, we weren't able to include the Rusi Titan 250. We already have a friend that has one. I actually used to own one also, which is the one that he's using right now. But then again, the GoPro that we got for this series failed on us. We just bought it and it didn't want to charge even though it's brand new. We just used it once. Okay, so we had it returned. So we're getting a new camera. And when the new one comes in, we will go ahead and shoot the Titan 250. And of course, we're going to share that to you guys also. Alright? So again, let us know which motorcycle you think offers the better value. The customizable classic 250 or the technologically complex RFI 175. Now, drop a comment below and we'll see you on the next review. Ciao!
Teka, ikot ko lang to saglit ha. Okay lang ba? Kamay mo nga ako. Talaga naman.